Ja Morant, I'm not really a huge fan of Ja Morant, and a lot of it is because of the off the court issues. I just feel like, you know, when you when you're a professional athlete, you have to lead with a certain standard. And
Yeah,
I feel like, you know, when you do the things that Ja Morant doing, I mean, I seen a video the other day with him getting into it with somebody, you
yeah,
know, talking about fighting, and
yeah,
you know, it's just kind of like my thing with Ja Morant has always been. I talked about this on social media as well, just like you know, man, when you in the NBA, like you a professional athlete, you know, like it's kids that look up to you, you know,
yeah,
like you know, you at one point they were talking about you possibly being the face of the league. You
yeah.
know
The
what I'm
face of the
saying?
league. Yeah,
Yeah, the face of the league.
yeah,
And it's just like for you to you know put yourself in them type of situations. It's kind of like why, you know, like you
yeah,
didn't really have to do that. And it's like, you know, like I said, you're a professional athlete, and you have to hold up a certain standard as a professional athlete.
yes,
And when it comes to going to Miami, the biggest thing with Ja Morant going to Miami is that Heat culture and Pat Riley. You see, the Heat culture and Pat Riley, they don't play around over there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
they don't play around over there. They strictly business. So, you know, it's like if you go to Miami, it's like you're gonna have to be locked in and focused on basketball. Like you're not gonna be to go to Miami and do the
exactly.
same things you did in Memphis.
Yeah,
You know,
and
because
that's what
Pat
he
Riley,
needs. That's what
huh?
he needs. He needs
Yeah,
somebody to, he need an environment. He needs a culture to where they're gonna, have him with that discipline.
right,
Have him to where he can focus on basketball and get away from the streets. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because he had the gun charge, that issue back then. And then, when the other day I seen him, he was playing the game. He shot a three, and as soon as he made the three, he pulling out the he
Yeah,
pulling out
yeah.
the
Just stuff like that, you know?
and it's just like, man, you know what I'm saying? You was almost the face of the league, like you say. I think he needs an environment to where he can focus back on basketball
Hmm.
and get back to, that 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 greatness that that he has and that he could show, the flashes of it. And I think, like you said, I think, the Heat, Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra, that whole culture, I think that would be good for him because, like you say, they're not going to tolerate that.